in my heart, I sincerely believe that the only way homeopathy can really survive is if we have good homeopathic practitioners. And I think that's really what makes the difference. It's what I feel. Huh? So when I look back upon my own development, I think what was really essential, crucial, that made the whole difference was that I was associated, I was learning from experts, from masters. I had Fatak, I had my father, I had at least a dozen masters of Indian homeopathy. And then I sought teachers from around the world. I met George Vitulkas. I met so many people, and also colleagues like Jan Scholten, Jeremy Scher, Misha, Jürgen Becker. So many, I can't even name. I met them, interacted with them, and most of the time what I would do is to go into their clinics and sit with them. So I was with Fatak for 2 years, once a week. With Sarabhai for 2 years, once a week. And this made a huge difference to my confidence that homeopathy works, and second, that it has comprehensible, logical principles, which is the principle of holism, individualism, characteristic symptoms, finding the remedy and giving it. Doesn't matter which school you belong to, this is the basis. So the other thing that happened was that when I started my practice, I had assistants, and each assistant would be with me between 1.5 to 3 years, sitting daily with me, watching me take cases, follow-ups. I had, over the last 30 years, 25, 30 years of practice, I must have had about 15 assistants. 10 of them or 11 of them are international teachers today. So what does that show? And not only teachers, they are practitioners of good quality, very good quality. You must have heard of most of them. Sujit Chatterjee, Dinesh, Paresh, now Meghna, Mahesh Gandhi. Half of Betty Wood's calendar is filled up with these people. So I believe that the vital difference to creating practitioners of great quality is when they apprentice with the masters, with the experts, with good homeopaths, over a period of time. It cannot happen in a 2-day seminar or by reading books. You've got to watch them actually how they do it, because it's an art form, ultimately. So the idea was, can we create a situation, a forum, where this learning process can happen exactly in the same way as it happens in a clinic. In a clinic, you can accommodate one person, but it's not enough. To create 10 good homeopaths in 30 years is not good enough. Can we do it in a much larger scale? And so we conceived the idea of an academy. which has two wings. One is the clinic wing, where we have very good homeopaths, a team of like 6 or 7 very good experienced homeopaths of international quality working there. And then we have a team of full-time doctors, homeopaths working there. And then we have another completely different area of teaching, where we have auditoriums with technology, sophisticated technology, where the live case taking can happen. So there's a case taking happening in the clinic which can be watched by a group of 50, 60, 80, 100, 120 people. And if this can happen day after day for a month, 2 months, 6 months, the curve of learning really goes very, very high. It's something that you cannot just emulate otherwise. And luckily for us, of course we cannot afford to build such an institution on our own. It's very expensive. In Bombay, it's not, the prices, real estate prices are more expensive than New York. But through a very strange series of coincidences, which is not explicable, we found a patient of ours who is a wealthy person, and he's been patient for 25 years and has complete trust and faith in homeopathy, said, I will do it for you. So he created for us this academy. And it's really done very well. I would like to show you a few glimpses. So if doesn't work, no problem. So we are located in this building here. It's called Peninsula Heights. That's the waiting area for patients. And there's more waiting area here. And this is our whole list of consultants and team with Jayesh, Sujit, Paresh, Rashmi, Sachindra, Bhavisha, Dinesh. That's my room there, that's the consulting room. And then we have 6 such consulting rooms. That's the picture of the Buddha, which I like a lot. And there's a camera there. This is Meghna's room. She's the dean of the academy. She's there all the time. And from these rooms, we have direct transmission to all the auditoriums. And also we have a very high-end server which serves the entire academy, and all the cases, videos, follow-ups, everything is stored there and is available online, so that anybody in any auditorium can access any case at any time and show it. So I can be teaching there and I say, let me see that case of phosphorus, and then we can watch it on the screen. So it's done very well. This is a therapy room where we are including, Jayesh does some energy healing along with homeopathy. This is our conference room. And here the whole team meets once a week to discuss cases. So it's not an individual clinic. it's like we learn from each other. This is my lunch room, very important area here. This is the server. We have a whole administration department that is professionally managed. This is the auditorium, one of the auditoriums. We have 3 like this. And I must say they're very well done and quite comfortable. I don't know if you can recognize the professor sitting there on the second bench. This is a live case that students are watching. And then there's a bookstall. And then, of course, after the live case, the practitioner can come down and discuss with the students how he went about it. And then they can watch the follow-ups. We have a small library. We have named each auditorium after a master. We have Hanneman Auditorium, Kent Auditorium, and Boninghausen Auditorium. And Kent and Boninghausen Auditorium can be combined into one, which is very significant. It's symbolically significant. And we have the library called Boger Synoptic Library because it's a little bit small. This is our team. Yeah, so this is a little bit about the academy. And what we are planning to do and what we are doing already, it started in July. We are running courses which are 1 month and 6 months. And these courses mainly consist of seeing live cases and the follow-ups. And the interesting bit, of course, is that we have so many different practitioners come and practice the same system. So you have Jayesh, you have Sujit, you have Dinesh, you have Paresh, you have, Sachindra Bhavisha, you have Mahesh Gandhi, you have myself. I am there 5 times a week in the morning. I just gave up half my practice just to be there because I think it's very important to create good homeopaths. So it's a lot of energy and time spent by me, but I think it's well worth it because that's really what I want to do. I want to give back. And I cannot, if I just disappear, it's not going to work. So the academy is something that we see as something that can live after us and continue for maybe a few more generations. So this is part of it. So we have different types of courses, and another type of course that's not mentioned here is the teachers training course, where we want to train teachers not only in the method but also in how to teach. It's really our aim. Now, our intention is really very, very pure, I tell you. I know this. And I think when the intention is pure, God really helps us. And what happened was, I think everybody good came there, from different fields of homeopathy. Now, one of the things that happened was that I wrote to Mirsada, I wrote to people in North America that would you be interested in sending your students here, because we are happy to offer this for your students. They can do at least 1 month of their internship in our academy. Let's collaborate, because we are doing it for you, we were doing it for education or your postgraduates or whatever you like. So one of the questions that was asked by them is your course accredited to any university over there? Are you recognized? We had not thought about that. So we decided to apply to the university for recognition. As a part of that process, we wanted to invite the Vice Chancellor of the university to our academy. He is an oncosurgeon and a PhD in research in medicine. He has written about 150 research papers, and very, very dynamic and intelligent person with absolutely no faith in homeopathy. In fact, he told us he had been to many homeopaths without any result as a patient. So we thought we have to invite him, and he said, okay, I come. And I will spend about 15 minutes with you, and you can tell me what you want to say. But he was curious. He didn't come just out of formality, but out of a certain curiosity. So we were ready for him. It was a very interesting meeting. We first sat, we had a little meeting over tea, and I had invited there an orthopedic surgeon who had done research on homeopathy in arthritis for the last 10 years in more than 300 cases. And he had statistical records of it, which were good. And he had complete faith in homeopathy. So we had invited a couple of people like this. And then, as we were sitting, this was very interesting, I tell you, I love this moment. He was sitting and he says to me, you're aware, of course, that most of the graduates of homeopathic colleges land up never doing homeopathy. I hope you know this. I said, yes, that's the reason we have the academy. And I said, we have a 3-step process. First, they have to have belief. They should know that homeopathy works. This is first. As soon as I said that, he turned around to me and he said, do you believe that it works? And I said to him without a hesitation, I said 125%. Then he said, can you show it to me? What he did was very interesting. He went back and he sent me this letter. He wrote that my visit to your institute was very fruitful and memorable. I am greatly impressed with motivation and dedication of the people under your leadership. You have set an excellent example of leadership in homeopathy and given a new direction to homeopathic graduates and specialists in India. We need to work together to find out how the expertise available with you could be used to improve overall homeopathic education in India. I am forming a board of studies for fellowship courses in homeopathy, and I appoint you as the chairman. So I went to him to get accredited, and now I am the guy who has to accredit other people. It's a bit funny, but that's how it is. And there's more to this. So this is the Maharashtra University of Health Sciences, which is the authority in our state for health education. They run all the allopathic, Ayurvedic and homeopathic colleges, more than 800 colleges in our state. And he's the head of it, so he's a very important person. And now he says to us, I will recognize you, I will grant you what you want. MD courses in homeopathy, PhD courses, fellowship courses, certification courses, all recognized by the university. And then progressive. But anyway, this is the impact the academy has had on a lot of people. They come and see it and they see what we are doing. And he's made us now the lead institute for homeopathy in the state, which means that we will be guiding the training of teachers and students in the colleges in our area. And we are just 2 months old. It's almost sounding like a political speech, huh? Maybe I should find another profession. But, yeah, but you know, I think if your intention is good, good things happen. I didn't know that before, but we're doing it with really good intention. My heart is so clear what I am there for. And everybody in the academy has the same attitude. And we're just doing this and giving our best to the students. And the students are just loving it, so much loving it. I would urge you to go to the website, theothersong.com. And there you'll find also testimonials from students and what was their experience. You'll get the whole structure of it. I wish I could connect now, but I'm not sure. So, Meghna, can you say something? Then I'll round it up.
He said everything which I was supposed to say.
So it's a challenge. Build on it.
I prepared it so well. No, but the whole idea is that, for me and Paresh and to come all the way from India is that we would like to meet people because there are people who've come for this seminar from all different parts of the world, and we would like to discuss with them how best y'all can be part of this academy. And it's not just about coming there, do a course or do a program, but it's about feeling a sense of ownership and how best can we make use of this opportunity, because we feel it's like God sent for us, because the amount of money that is being spent to make this place and to run, and it's a huge chance for us. So if we make the best of it, I think we can really do something for the science. So what we would like to do is, if whoever is interested in either becoming a representative of the other song, or in any ways, if you all want to collaborate with the other song, we would really like to discuss that with you. And it's also that we are not here to replace any college or any academy, because what we are doing is something very, very advanced. We are not doing an undergraduate course. It's something that we are doing for people, who have been through an undergraduate course, and giving them mainly exposure into clinical training, where what you saw, all the clinics are wired into the classrooms. So we have like 2 to 3 live cases every day, and the practitioner then goes down and explains the entire process. So that's the main focus is on the sensation method and how best one can apply that in practice.